Welcome students. Many of you have been asking me how to make effective notes. In this video, I am going to address a few things and give some advices that might help you to make your notes more effectively. I completely agree to the fact that note making is a very important part of a student's life, right? It works great in reducing your amount of last minute revisions. I am going to talk about what to write down, how to organize your notes, and how to make sure that your notes look neat and clean. The first advice is your notes should be handwritten. I always prefer handwritten notes. It will ease your preparation, ease your studies in long run because unlike textbooks which have a lot of printed materials, handwritten notes actually have the magical power to get imprinted in your brain much faster than printed notes. Now, determine the purpose of making notes. There are a number of reasons for making notes, but most of the students make note for two reasons commonly. First, to improve concentration. Some of you may be making notes just for the sake of improving your concentration. You feel more focused while reading your own notes. Second, you make a neater note so that would serve as your sole study material for the rest of the sessions. You need some tools for making notes, and these tools are color pens, glitter pens, highlighters, pencil, scale, eraser, etc. etc. Don't spend too much money on these items. Use available tools to make your notes very attractive so that you yourself fall in love with and feel like reading it again and again. Now, the question comes, what to write? If you have studied the chapter thoroughly, you will probably have a good idea on what is important. Here are a few indications of things that are important to take notes of. First, see the previous year question papers, sample papers, blueprint, etc. to understand the question paper pattern. Secondly, if the teacher repeats a certain things a few times, or if they are emphasizing it, or if they literally say that this piece of information is important, you should definitely include it into your notes. Sometimes there are certain things that are relatively new, so the book doesn't mention it. For example, the census data are sometimes not up to date, and with many new data always coming up, updated data are important to take notes of. As soon as the purpose of note making is clear, the content to write is clear, we can start making notes with the available tools. The first step is to read the whole chapter thoroughly from first page to last page. Underline the important sentences by pencil. Now, highlight the keywords. Try to exclude connecting words. You can read it once again to confirm whether all important sentences and points are marked or not. It's optional. Now, division of the chapter on the basis of question paper pattern, that is multiple choice questions, very short answer type questions, short answer type questions, long answer type questions, word limit, etc. are necessary. So, for this purpose, first note down all the important definitions because you need to memorize them sometimes word by word. So, keep the important definitions very organized. Now, the techniques of note making. It depends on your purpose of note making. Now, decide whether you want to make mind map, flowchart, table, descriptive notes or something else. Mind maps are very good way, especially handwritten mind maps are a very good way of a quick overview of the entire list of concepts in a particular chapter. You can use circles or bubbles or square shapes, whatever will look appealing to you. Within them, write the list of subtopics in the chapter, and you can further divide them using arrows and mention the concepts and sub-concepts if needed, so that you can recall everything just by looking at these mind maps once or twice. The second is flow chart. Flow charts actually work great, especially if it is a series of reactions or a process which goes on step by step. Just write the crisp points and put an arrow to show direction of steps. You can use it as study tool or revision tool or both. Next is table. Tables are handy when we have to compare certain things and need to remember them. Making a table summarizes the entire concept. You can make it attractive by using different color pens. Finally, coming to the descriptive notes. Descriptive notes are very simple. Here you are replicating what is in a textbook in your handwritten manner. Make sure that your notes are not an exact copy of the textbook. It is pointless. It is supposed to be a summarized form of the important points of the textbook with some additional information. Make it point wise. To write points, use bullets and numbers as much as possible. Don't just write keywords. Write down small sentences. I know a lot of students write in keywords, which is a quick way to revise, but sometimes it is harder to follow your thoughts. So always write in precise sentences. It will be easier to understand during revision because your mind do not have to fill in these gaps that you learned out when you were making the notes. It is actually scientifically proven that when you read through notes in this manner, which are designed in this kind of a pattern during your examination, the picture of your pages will actually pop up in your brain like a photograph, and you will be able to use your photographic memory to know what comes under what. Last but not least, revise your notes periodically. Okay students, that is about it from my side. Thank you.